Hello everybody and welcome to Sword Online Alicization War of Underworld episode 20, War of Underworld 20, yep, anime review, and bloody hell is all I'm gonna say. Talk about a roller coaster. If this is what we've been building to this whole time, mission accomplished, you did it, it was great. I'm a bit flummoxed. I legitimately got goosebumps during this episode, and that's not something that happens, I can't remember the last time that's happened, so You did good, everyone. You did good. But anyway, let's get into the episode. See how everything went down and everything. And do this thing, Jesus. The episode picks up where we left off, with Kirito arriving to save the day as he does. He is Kirito after all. It makes the dragons, he reverts the dragons back to eggs, I guess, I think is what he does. I don't know how he does that. The tiny dragons were kind of adorable though. Big props for that. Asuna shows up, grabs Alice and says, "We gotta go, let's go." Makes a giant staircase up to the big old flower tower. That's what we'll call it from now on, the flower tower. So she can log out and everything, and they head off while Kirito just stands there looking cool, preparing to hold off Subtilizer as he does. And Alice and Asuna do a big old run, and Alice is all like, "I got things to ask you and tell you, boys, so you better come back." So hopefully he does. That would be nice. Oh, Kirito and Gabriel introduce themselves to each other. Kirito gets dark aura tentacled when asked, "Who are you?" and everything. Yu-Gi-Oh then, he hears his voice and he's like, "You're Kirito the swordsman," and it's like, "Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, Kirito. Awesome. Big old fight and everything." Kirito grows his Spriggan wings from ALO. Really like this fight because it sort of combines everything. So you got like SAO Avatar Kirito on there. He's got the Underworld swords. He slices like spells and stuff sort of like GGO, which is, that's the closest I could get to that. And he's got his Spriggan wings, he's got everything. It's his ultimate Kirito, I guess. It's a great fight. Generates all elements at the start of it to make a rainbow laser of death, as I shall know it be called. Kirito stabs him good though, and like slices him a little bit. Doesn't work because the Dark Incarnate, I guess, forces him back together, which seems like cheating personally, but whatever. Subtilizer kills his own dragon to get wangs, so now they have an aerial fight with wings, and it's awesome. Should probably mention that like Swordland's playing this whole time, obviously, and it's awesome. Kirito in the air fight gets sliced in half, like his legs are gone at this point, but he's still pretty much fine. There's not much blood, to be fair. He is Kirito though, so I understand he has got more resilience than most men. And then Subtilizer turns into a demon thing. I know he had a halo like an angel, but that thing weren't an angel, that was a demon. And I don't know why he can do that, but as always, when you don't know something, it's incarnate. That's just how it works. Turn him into a demon. Powerful stuff. Kirito starts questioning himself now. He thinks that maybe subconsciously he wanted to stay in this world. He didn't want to go back to the real world, really, and everything. And, feels kind of bad about that. Despite, what it would do to the others, he still wanted to stay. Yu-Gi-Oh says, "Hey, it's not because you're selfish and everything. It's because you love the people that you met here and everything." And it's like, you tell him, Yu-Gi-Oh, you tell your boy. Says Gabriel's the one that really doesn't understand people and that he fears people because he doesn't understand the heart and everything and stuff like that. Kirito gets shot down and stabbed while he's, that's going on. Gabriel goes to eat his soul, which, it's a thing he likes to do. And Kirito's like, "The body is just a vessel. You'll never touch my memories," and all that. It was a bit, it's at the point now where it's sort of cheesy, but it works, in my opinion. And then Kirito released Recollections, and then stuff starts going down. I mean, stuff was going down before. Stuff really starts going down now. Did I say one release Recollection? No, it was actually two. Both swords. He uses the other one, the Blue Rose, to freeze Gabriel in place briefly while he gathers energy with the Night Sky Sword. Literally summons the night sky, which is nice to see. And then this is the part that gave me goosebumps, legitimately. Like, Sinon sees it and starts praying. Leafa sees it, starts praying. Shater and Iskan, they see it, they start praying. Everyone's doing it. Liz and Silica really love Kirito and everything. Klein's there cheering him on. Renly and Tease are holding hands. When was that a thing? But I guess it makes sense because Renly is basically Yu-Gi-Oh 2. Like, if you think about their personalities. very similar, so I guess it does make some sense. And Ronnie was just like, yeah, good on your tease. And I'm like, yeah, good on your tease. You did it. Everyone's praying across the land. We see Selka. We see the elevator attendant from that one episode in the tower. That was nice. We see the goblins, the little wolf kids, wolf children, like that movie. Loads of stuff going on. They all light up the sky like it's like empty, but then their lights, their prayers are the stars. Legit gave me goosebumps. And then they all start going towards the sword, gathering on it. Alice and Asuna send one too. Alice sends a little flower, and Asuna sends a little rainbow, and they all go together on the sword. And it's just it proper got me. It got me in the heart. I was like, look, this is, looking at it, I was like, yeah, this is what we've been building up to. And, oh man, it feels like everything is worth it now, if that makes sense. Like, people can hate on Sword Art all they want. I don't care about other people's opinions, really. But when it gets you good. Subtilizer breaks out of the ice, though. Back to serious time. Kirito regrows his legs because incarnate, I assume. Super glow battle, as I've written here, because everything is glowing very bright and it's great and I love it. Kirito gets some helpful advice from Shasta, Lipia, Berkuli, Administrator, and Cardinal. Just their ghosts will show up just to get him in there, and they all help him out. I guess they're still lingering around the battlefield, I guess. Big old, he says Starburst Stream, and I was like, oh my god, yes. Because he's not said, to my knowledge, he's not said the word Starburst Stream since the first time he did it. So, that's pretty damn hype. Like, just hell of a thing. However, it's not as easy as you think. Gabriel actually stops the final hit, takes off Kirito's Blue Rose arm, which is not good, and everything, and is about to kill him. Killing blow about to be dealt. But then, who saves the day? It's your boy Ghost Yu-Gi-Oh! Grabs the Blue Rose sword and blocks it. I guess ghosts can do that. I don't... See, when you talk about like the logic behind it, yeah, it doesn't make too much sense. But, damn it, it's just epic, and I'm just going to not ask any questions. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Blocks Gabriel's sword. Kirito's like, thank you, my son. My son? My son, we'll go with that. Swordland starts playing, big old slash with the night sky, and then Gabriel just makes a big old explosion. Big fire, big explode is how I'd describe what happened to Gabriel. It was like a fire spin. It was a big old explosion. It was, I mean, okay, I'm going to say it. The explosion was too big. Michael Bay would be proud with the level of that explosion. As that's happening, we see Alice log out as well as all the other players because the maximum overdrive thing is just kicked into gear, so that's a thing. We then see everyone log out in the real world, that some of them look happy, some of them look... I mean, no one really looks happy, everyone looks like that was an experience we just went through, and it was, you know? And it's a hell of a moment. Kirito, though, his body is restored, but he's still in the Underworld, and he says goodbye to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's not there, but you see the lights sort of... I guess being like that was the last of his strength. He's gone now. Bye, Yu-Gi-Oh! The sky turns from night to blue, not to red, like the Dark Territory sky. Like he's not only saved the humans, he's saved everyone. He's saved the Dark Territory. He's saved every world, basically. But however, the stairs are crumbling. Kirito can't log out anymore. Kirito has now got to spend a minimum of 200 years in there. So that's a thing. Heads to the big old tower. Checks they all logged out. They have, because they're not there. Starts crying because he can't see them anymore, because he's like, 200 years, that's what I got to do now. And then he just starts crying because he's like, I'm sorry, everyone. And then who's there? Asuna's there. So Asuna stayed there as well. So I guess they're going to spend 200 years together. That's probably what they're going to do. They're going to do the old we won't go crazy as long as we're together type thing. And that's a fine way to go. We've got 3 episodes left, and I don't know how the hell we're going to spend 3 episodes. Feels like we've wrapped up everything here. But yeah, also sort of what was Asuna? Where was Asuna? Because you could see the console from where Kirito was standing, so she must have been like hiding behind the wall or something. Like be like, oh, I'll jump out and scare him, you know? Not cool, Asuna, but hey, I'm really curious to know how the hell we're going to spend three more episodes on this. I did hear that you know, the epilogue is quite long, but 3 episodes is like an hour. That's a long ass epilogue, you know. But anyway, let's get to my favourite part of the episode. It's probably not what you're expecting. It's not Kirito versus Gabriel. That's not what it is. Like, yes, it was very well animated. and very awesome and this, that and the other thing. But I said earlier, the night sky bit gave me goosebumps, so it's gotta be that. That's what it is, it's the night sky bit. It just everybody praying, hoping Kirito could win. I think it was good that they showed the good guys, you know, it showed the human empire, it showed the dark territory, it showed the like logins from outside the underworld. Everybody was there, everyone was praying for Kirito, and like I said, it felt like everything up till now was leading to that moment, and it was just like, yeah, it felt like everybody helped Kirito, even when in reality Kirito did it himself. Well, no, not did it himself, but it felt like he only did it because of everyone else. And boy, they even made me like go, yeah, when Liz and Silica were like, yeah, we love Kirito, I was like, oh my god, you're getting me with that harem stuff that I generally don't like too much. Like, you're even getting me with that? Like, it was a very good thing. Still not too sure why Renly and Tease were together. Is that a thing that happened? Fine, you know. I said it makes sense, it does make sense. But yeah, that night sky bit, really liked it. Like, this episode was one of the best episodes. I don't know if I'm going to say the best, because that is a bold claim to make. But it's up there, you know. Just about everything works well. You don't like Sword Art for what it is, that's fine. But if you take it as it is, it's one of the best Sword Art episodes, I think. Anyway, yeah, that was a mental episode. Not too sure where we go from here. Like, are we going to like see a little clip show of Kirito and Asuna spending 200 years in the underworld? Like, that's not good. You're not meant to live that long. Or are they going to find a cheap way to get out? Also, the Ocean Turtle people were going to, like, they had something they had to sort out as well, so I presume we'll also go see that next week. In fact, next week that might be what we spend most of the time doing, like the Ocean Turtle stuff, and not really focusing on Kirito and Asuna, maybe. Or maybe we won't focus on them at all, and it would just be like, they spend their 200 years. No, we've got to see at least some stuff, what they're doing. Who knows? I most certainly don't. But anyway, I guess I'll wrap this up here, because we only got 3 weeks left, and that's gutting. I don't know what I'm going to do when it's over. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.